So the first thing I want to go over is lead generation, right? Like I get hit up about this every single day. What is Ylopo doing to generate seller leads? What are the hottest seller leads I can get right now in the market, et cetera, et cetera. And my answer to that is two things: seller pay-per-click ads and Google local services ads, right? So we're going to go through all of that. Now, before I start, I'll say that we actually are doing a substantial amount of social seller lead generation as well. And I'm not saying that doesn't work, but we tell every client that is doing social for sellers that these are a lot of people who are long-term nurturers, right? They see an ad that says, what's the value of my home? And they complete that in order to just curiosity wise know what the value of their home is. They're not necessarily looking to sell, you know? And so the nurture period is fairly long. And that's why the perception is, hey, seller leads on social doesn't work, right? I wouldn't necessarily say that, but it just takes a long time. For seller leads, intentionality is really important, right? So someone who searches on Google for what's my home worth is going to be exponentially more valuable than someone who registers on Facebook. And someone who calls you about selling their home obviously is even more valuable than that, which is what I'm going to talk about with Google LSA. And so we have invested a ridiculous amount of work in figuring out how to generate seller PPC leads in the best way possible. And I'm going to walk you through high level what that looks like and share with you the metrics. So in terms of seller PPC, what I'll tell you is that if you know anything about Ylopo PPC, you know that we focus on dynamic content, dynamic keywords, targeting at the neighborhood and subdivision level, all of this black magic that we applied to Google. What we find on the seller side is that people aren't looking for, XYZ subdivision, what's my home worth, right? Or market trends. They are looking up generic keywords like market trends in my area, what's my home worth, how to sell my home fast, right? So the list of keywords that we can target for sellers in PPC in your market is much more limited than buyers. And to the degree that maybe our seller campaigns are, 10,000 keywords as opposed to 600,000 for buyer campaigns, right? And my guess would be that our competition and other people who are doing seller PPC, relatively speaking, are using the same exact keywords, right? Maybe less, but it's going to be close or on par. So then what are we doing on PPCs that's different for you, right? Again, ad copy, all that kind of stuff, we're all doing the same optimizations, right? What really sets Ylopo apart is our experience that we take consumers through when they come to our website, our conversion funnel, right? This is one of the reasons that we have spent so much time and effort doing a great integration and partnership with HomeBot. We have found that HomeBot, because of everything it provides from a seller nurture perspective, is one of the most effective mousetraps we've seen for getting a consumer who is interested in selling their home to complete a registration form and become a lead for you, right? In fact, this registration form today is generating leads at a conversion rate of 13.6%. That is wild. Normal home valuation experience, you'd be lucky to convert 7 to 8%. We're almost double that, right? And it's because of the value proposition we bring to bear.